In the shadowy depths of England's underbelly, a chilling saga unfurls, a saga of immigrants who ascended to power through shrewd tactics and ruthless force. Astonishingly, Albanian criminal factions are believed to inject around £6 billion into the UK's illicit drug trade. However, beyond these stark figures lie harrowing tales of shattered families, communities living in fear, and lives ensnared by the relentless grip of addiction. But how did these immigrants carve out their dominion over England's drug landscape? What sinister truths are concealed within the layers of this formidable criminal empire? Origins and establishment. In the chaotic wake of the Kosovo War in the 1990s, a wave of refugees surged into neighboring nations and beyond, seeking refuge from the devastation of their homeland. Among them were many Albanian immigrants who, as their numbers grew, began to form tight-knit communities within the UK. These enclaves, reminiscent of those established across Europe post-crisis, offered a sense of familiarity and solidarity. However, within these struggles to rebuild lives in an unfamiliar land, many Albanian immigrants found themselves marginalized and economically disadvantaged, often exploited in sectors like agriculture, construction, and industry. Amid this backdrop of vulnerability, the seeds of a formidable criminal enterprise were sown. One of the pioneering figures of the Albanian mafia, Lulzim Berisha, rose to prominence in the criminal underworld during these tumultuous years. Berisha, infamous for his cunning and ruthlessness, was instrumental in laying the foundations of the Albanian mafia, both within Albania and abroad. Notoriously wanted for the murders of Vajdin Lame and Clodion Saliu in 2005 as part of settling gang rivalries, Berisha's criminal network faced a significant blow 15 years later. An Albanian court sentenced 16 of his gang members to 4 life sentences and a combined 267 years in prison on charges including murder, extortion, and kidnapping. Another prominent name in the Albanian mafia is Alex Rudaj, also known by aliases such as Sandro Rudovic, Ali Boy, and Uncle Rudaj. Rudaj stands out in organized crime, particularly for his leadership of the Rudaj Organization, an Albanian mafia group based in the New York City metropolitan area. Born in Ulcinj, Montenegro, Rudaj immigrated to the United States in 1987, eventually achieving infamous renown in the criminal underworld. Rudaj's violent methods and extensive criminal activities have garnered him a notorious reputation. Federal prosecutors linked him to a series of violent crimes, including a dramatic 1996 shooting incident. In this event, Rudaj fired at another organized crime figure from the sunroof of a car during a high-speed chase through the Bronx. Such ruthless tactics exemplify Rudaj's approach to asserting dominance and settling scores within the criminal landscape. Another notable demonstration of his fearlessness occurred at Rouse, an exclusive Italian restaurant in East Harlem, known for its mob connections. Rudaj, accompanied by 20 men, brazenly took over a table typically reserved for the late mob boss John Gotti. This audacious move sent a clear message of his power and influence, further cementing his fearsome reputation. Adding to the ranks of influential Albanian mafia members is Mesnik Sinanaj, also known as Niki. Born in Albania, Sinanaj migrated to the United States, immersing himself in organized crime. He swiftly climbed the criminal hierarchy, engaging in drug trafficking and illegal gambling operations. The influx of Albanian immigrants into Western Europe also facilitated the expansion of the Albanian mafia across the continent. Figures like Dode Kadriovski, known as Lua, played significant roles in establishing Albanian criminal networks in countries such as Germany and Switzerland. Kadriovski's activities range from human trafficking to arms smuggling, solidifying his status as a formidable underworld figure. Albanian criminal groups, astutely recognizing an opportunity among marginalized immigrants, began to exploit the disenfranchised. With alluring promises of wealth and power, they enticed individuals into the shadowy world of organized crime. Fueled by desperation and the seductive lure of quick money, many fell into the syndicate's grip. Cocaine, prostitution, and human trafficking became their grim currency, plunging them deeper into the abyss of illicit activities. Over 15 relentless years, these Albanian organizations refined their operations, transforming from mere smugglers into formidable drug suppliers. Their rise was marked by a ruthless ambition to secure a dominant position in the UK's criminal underworld.
Business strategy. With patience and precision, the Albanian mafia methodically transitioned from small-scale smugglers to premier suppliers of illicit drugs. Their rise was characterized by a deep understanding of market dynamics and a relentless pursuit of profit. Recognizing the importance of efficient distribution, Albanian criminal groups established intricate networks known as county lines. These county lines stretched across the UK, acting as vital conduits that funneled drugs from major cities to coastal and inland provinces. They became the lifeblood of the underworld, ensuring the smooth flow of narcotics and generating a consistent revenue stream. In a masterstroke of strategy, the Albanian mafia forged alliances not just with local criminal factions, but also with international syndicates. These collaborations allowed them to expand their influence and tap into global resources. The cross-pollination of criminal enterprises enabled them to establish a formidable presence on the international stage. Unlike their counterparts who relied heavily on violence and intimidation, the Albanian criminal groups adopted a more calculated approach. They shunned bloodshed in favor of cultivating alliances and extensive networks. By building bridges rather than burning them, they skillfully navigated the treacherous waters of organized crime, leveraging relationships to consolidate their power and influence. In the clandestine realm of illegal trade, the Albanian mafia emerged as master strategists, adeptly infiltrating the UK's drug market with unparalleled efficiency. Their transformation from smugglers to prominent suppliers, bolstered by the creation of county line networks and strategic alliances, solidified their status as dominant players in the criminal underworld. Amidst the shadows, they opted for diplomacy over brutality, intricately weaving a web of alliances that would cement their dominance for years to come.
Economic impact. In the murky depths of the criminal underworld, the Albanian mafia cast a formidable shadow over the United Kingdom's drug economy. With their tentacles reaching deep into the heart of the UK's illicit drug market, these ruthless organizations contributed an estimated £6 billion, a staggering figure that underscored their dominance and influence. Their supremacy in the narcotics trade was but one facet of their impact. Organized crime, with the Albanian mafia as a key player, exacted a crippling toll on the UK's national economy, costing an astounding £37 billion annually. This astronomical sum revealed the true extent of their economic exploitation and the devastation wrought by their activities. Driven by an unrelenting quest for profit, the Albanian criminal groups exhibited a shrewd ability to manipulate the market. By slashing the price of cocaine without compromising its quality, they disrupted the established order and sent shockwaves throughout the drug trade. This bold move reshaped pricing dynamics, forcing competitors to either adapt or crumble. Their ambition was clear. The Albanian mafia sought to monopolize the UK's drug trade. Their gaze extended far beyond British borders, targeting Latin America, the source of the coveted cocaine that fueled their empire. With cold efficiency, they established direct supply lines, tapping into the rich veins of narcotic production and tightening their grip on the illicit market. The rise of the Albanian mafia is a stark testament to the insatiable greed and ambition lurking within the darkest corners of humanity. Their economic impact left an indelible mark on the UK's landscape, irrevocably altering its social fabric and leaving a trail of devastation. As the mafia solidified its control over the drug trade, their operational tactics grew increasingly sophisticated, presenting formidable challenges to law enforcement agencies across Europe. Operational tactics. With ruthless determination, Albanian criminal groups infiltrated pivotal European ports such as Rotterdam, Antwerp, and Algeciras. These strategic locations served as gateways for narcotics flowing into the continent, providing essential access points for their illicit operations. The mafia strategically positioned collaborators within port operations, ensuring their schemes ran seamlessly. These insiders proved invaluable, facilitating the smooth passage of contraband through customs and circumventing security with alarming ease. The Albanian mafia employed a myriad of ingenious methods to conceal their cargo, from hiding drugs in refrigerated containers among legitimate shipments of perishable goods to exploiting port surveillance vulnerabilities. They even used containers with hidden compartments, one method known as the dry transport method, to evade detection. Notorious figures like Rudash exemplified the mafia's reach, but his reign was cut short on June 16, 2006, when he was sentenced to 27 years in federal prison for crimes including racketeering, extortion, and gambling. At age 38, his imprisonment marked a significant turning point, curtailing his influence within the Albanian mafia. The Belo Company, another formidable faction, didn't limit its operations to a single country, but instead spanned multiple European locations, earning a reputation as one of the most prolific cocaine trafficking networks within the Albanian mafia. This expansive reach led to Operation Los Blancos, which targeted accomplices in Italy, the Netherlands, and Albania, all of whom played crucial roles in concealing cocaine within vehicles and ensuring its distribution across Europe. The sophistication of this network extended beyond drug trafficking into complex money laundering schemes. One notable method was the Fei Qian system, an underground remittance network of Chinese origin, allowing criminals to deposit money in one country and have it withdrawn by an accomplice in another, effectively laundering proceeds without leaving a paper trail. On December 15, 2020, coordinated raids across Europe and Dubai led to the arrests and pre-trial detentions of 20 individuals linked to the notorious Compania Belo. This sweeping operation was characterized by the high level of judicial coordination facilitated by Eurojustice. During the crucial final stages, the involvement of prosecutors and investigative judges in real time was essential for executing and adapting European arrest warrants and judicial requests in these cross-border actions. The suspects faced a barrage of serious charges, including international narcotics trafficking, illegal possession and distribution of drugs, and violent crimes such as brutal assault and murder. The collaborative efforts of the various agencies involved unveiled the full extent and intricacy of Compania Belo's criminal operations. A joint strategy was devised, enabling the sharing of vital information and evidence necessary for the operation's success. The investigation, which began in 2015, was spearheaded by a joint investigation team set up by national authorities from Italy and the Netherlands, supported by Eurojust and Europol. Significant progress was made over the years. Operation Los Blancos, as this joint effort was known, resulted in the seizure of nearly 4 tons of cocaine and over 5 million euros in cash. In total, 84 members of the organized crime group were arrested across various countries. Despite the mafia's relentless efforts to evade capture, law enforcement agencies remained vigilant. Operations such as Los Blancos serve as stark reminders of the ongoing battle against organized crime. Through meticulous planning and coordinated endeavors, authorities managed to intercept shipments, disrupt supply chains, and apprehend key figures within the criminal syndicates. However, these successes often highlighted the immense scale and complexity of challenges posed by the Albanian mafia's sophisticated tactics. In the murky realm of international crime, the Albanian mafia emerged as a formidable adversary for law enforcement. Their infiltration of European ports, strategic placement of collaborators, and sophisticated drug concealment methods created significant hurdles in the fight against organized crime. Nevertheless, law enforcement agencies stood resolute, unwavering in their mission to dismantle this illegal drug empire. Ongoing investigations and challenges. The biggest blow, however, came from the Belgian police. Amid the relentless struggle against organized crime, law enforcement agencies faced unyielding challenges from the Albanian mafia's sophisticated operations. But in a dramatic turn of events, Belgian police achieved a monumental breakthrough in mid-2018. In a landmark operation, they intercepted an astonishing 27-ton shipment of cocaine, a seizure of unprecedented scale. This colossal haul, with an estimated street value in the billions, highlighted the magnitude and danger posed by organized crime, serving as a stark reminder of the ongoing battle against narcotics trafficking. As the law enforcement net tightened, investigations into the involvement of Albanian families in drug trafficking continued to unveil intricate webs of familial connections, fueling these criminal enterprises. Undeterred by the complexities, law enforcement agencies persisted in their tireless efforts to dismantle drug transportation and distribution networks. Through coordinated operations and strategic partnerships, they aimed to disrupt the supply chains sustaining the illicit trade. Yet, the battle is far from over. The Albanian mafia's resilience and adaptability pose persistent challenges. Despite significant successes, risks remain high, and intercepting drug shipments continues to be a daunting task. The mafia's cunning tactics, sophisticated networks, and vast resources present formidable obstacles, from port infiltration to the concealment of contraband. The intricate landscape of the underworld demands constant vigilance and innovative strategies to counter evolving threats. Amidst the darkness, a glimmer of hope persists, a testament to the unwavering resolve to uphold the rule of law and protect society from the scourge of narcotics trafficking. The human cost of organized crime. Behind the headlines and statistics are the faces of those whose lives have been devastated by the mafia's ruthless grip. Families shattered, communities ravaged, and futures stolen in the relentless quest for power and profit. In the streets, the toll is evident. Addicts, their bodies destroyed by the poison peddled by criminal syndicates, roam like ghosts, haunted by their demons. Children, innocent victims of a war they never asked for, grow up in the shadow of violence and fear, their childhood robbed by the streets. But the violence doesn't stop there. In the underworld, blood flows freely as rival factions battle for control of the lucrative drug trade, with body counts mounting. Casualties of a war waged with bullets and blades, where loyalty is bought with blood and betrayal met with a merciless end. Yet amidst the chaos, some refuse to be silenced. Mothers march in the streets demanding justice for their lost children. Communities rally together, refusing to surrender to the darkness that threatens to engulf them. But the fight is far from over. As long as the mafia's grip remains unbroken, the human cost will continue to rise. We must stand united, determined to confront the darkness that lurks within our midst. We must shine a light into the shadows, exposing the true cost of organized crime and refusing to turn a blind eye to the suffering it inflicts. Only by confronting the brutal reality of the human toll can we hope to build a future free from the mafia's tyranny. A future where every life is valued, every family is safe, and every community is free to thrive. The lines between right and wrong blur as the mafia's influence spreads like cancer, infecting every aspect of society. Authorities face a choice: apathy or action, complacency or courage. Will we turn a blind eye to the suffering inflicted by the mafia? Or will we stand together in solidarity, determined to confront the darkness threatening to consume us? The answer lies in our hands as we forge a path toward a future where justice prevails, communities thrive, and the human spirit triumphs over adversity. As the dust settles on the battlefield of organized crime, a sobering reckoning emerges, a tale of power, profit, and the unyielding struggle for control. From humble beginnings as smugglers to ruling over the lucrative drug trade, the rise of the Albanian mafia has been meteoric. Through strategic alliances, sophisticated networks, and ruthless determination, they have carved out a dominant position in England's underworld and far beyond, leaving devastation in their wake. Yet, amidst this darkness, a beacon of hope shines in the unwavering commitment of law enforcement to counter organized crime. Through relentless pursuit and coordinated efforts, authorities strive to dismantle the criminal networks that prey upon society. However, the battle is far from over, as the mafia's resilience and adaptability demand constant vigilance and innovation. Looking ahead, the fight against drug trafficking in the UK enters a new chapter, fraught with challenges. In the final analysis, the struggle against organized crime is an enduring battle, one that requires unity, resolve, and unwavering determination. As society stands at the crossroads of darkness and light, the choice lies in confronting the shadows of corruption and injustice, forging a safer and more secure future for all. What are your thoughts on the Albanian mafia's dominance? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed our content, don't forget to check out our channel for more stories from the underworld. See you in the next one.